Imagine waking up one day to find out that your compass is pointing south instead of north. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? Well, welcome to the reality of geomagnetic reversal. This isn't merely an imaginative tale. It's a fascinating dance of Earth's magnetic field that has been performed countless times throughout our planet's history. Picture this: Earth, our familiar home, flipping its magnetic poles, turning north into south and vice versa. It's a mysterious phenomenon, one that has left scientists scratching their heads for centuries. This invisible force field, our planet's magnetic shield, doesn't just switch overnight. It's a process that occurs over thousands of years, a slow dance that's as unpredictable as it is intriguing. Now you might be wondering, how does this even happen? Let's dive a little deeper into the Earth's core to find out. To understand geomagnetic reversals, we first need to journey to the heart of our planet, the Earth's core. This scorching, pressurized sphere at the center of our world is more than just a fiery furnace. It's a dynamic powerhouse that drives our planet's magnetic field. Imagine a ball of metal about the same size as Mars. That's our Earth's core, split into two parts, an inner core and an outer core. The inner core, a solid sphere of iron and nickel, spins slightly faster than the rest of the planet. Surrounding it is the outer core, a seething sea of molten iron that's in constant motion. This motion is key. Picture the molten iron swirling around the solid inner core, like hot cocoa stirred in a mug. As it moves, it generates electric currents, and these currents in turn produce magnetic fields. It's a bit like a natural dynamo, continuously generating and regenerating our planet's magnetic field. But here's where things get interesting. The swirling motion of the molten iron isn't uniform. It can speed up, slow down, or change direction, influenced by factors like Earth's rotation and the heat emanating from the inner core. These variations in motion can cause fluctuations in the magnetic field, sometimes leading to a complete flip in the field's polarity. So, the dance of molten iron deep within our planet can flip the Earth's magnetic field. But what does it mean for us on the surface? A world where compasses point south might seem strange, but the consequences of a geomagnetic reversal could be far more significant. The Earth's magnetic field isn't just a guide for compass needles, it's a protective shield that guards our planet from the solar winds, the stream of charged particles emanating from the sun. Imagine, if you will, a day when this shield weakens. As the poles flip, there could be a period when our magnetic field drops to just a fraction of its usual strength. During this time, more solar radiation would reach the Earth's surface. It wouldn't be a doomsday scenario, but it could have impacts on our daily life. For instance, this increased solar radiation could potentially interfere with our technology. Satellite communication, GPS navigation, even power grids could be affected. For those of us who rely on these systems, a geomagnetic reversal could present a significant challenge. On a more personal level, the increased radiation could potentially have health impacts. While it's unlikely to be directly harmful to humans, the increase in radiation could affect other forms of life, disrupting ecosystems and biodiversity. It's also worth noting that our beautiful auroras, the northern and southern lights, could appear at different locations around the globe. Imagine looking up to see the night sky dancing with colors in places where it's never been seen before. Geomagnetic reversal could change our world in ways we can't even begin to imagine. But before you start to panic, let's put things into perspective. Geomagnetic reversals might sound scary, but they're not something we need to worry about in our lifetime. Now, you might be wondering why? Well, these magnetic flip-flops are a slow-moving affair. They don't happen overnight or even over a decade. Instead, they play out over thousands of years. Take a step back in time, about 780,000 years ago, to the last geomagnetic reversal. Despite the flipping magnetic field, life persisted and thrived. There's no evidence to suggest a mass extinction event occurred due to this reversal. So rest easy. Our compasses may one day point south instead of north, but it's not going to happen in a flash. And even when it does, life on Earth will most likely continue, just as it has done for millions of years through past reversals. So, while the next geomagnetic reversal will certainly be a fascinating event, it's not something we need to lose sleep over. After all, we've got plenty of time to prepare.